Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to make some cards using the Impressions Abloom photopolymer stamp set. And this stamp set is a current online exclusive. It's actually part of a bigger suite collection. And this is called Floral Impressions Suite Collection. Now, at the minute, you're getting buy one suite, get another one half price throughout the month of June. So if you're after a couple of new suites, now is the time to treat yourself. So yeah. What I will say though, if you're ordering, don't be tempted to add individual smaller elements from suites because the system will automatically apply the 50% discount to the cheapest item. So what I've got to do in my order is I'm ordering two suites to make sure that I get the second suite half price. So I'll probably do a number of orders during the month to get most use of that buy one get one 50% off offer. So let's begin. Now I have the designer series paper from this suite collection, and I also have the gorgeous Impressions Abloom stamp set. So this has 17 stamps in it, and it's a really nice one. I've made a few cards with this. So I've already prepped all my bits. So I'm going to make two cards today. The main focal colour is our new Secret Sea, which is one of the new in colours. And I think I combined this with Balmy Blue possibly, or Boho Blue. I can't remember because I've prepped them in advance. And that's me just getting ready to using them. So I've also used the annual catalogue item. This was carried forward from the previous annual. It's the Exposed Brick 3D embossing folder, and I always have some extras in the back already prepared so I can just grab and go, which I've done today. So let's begin. Right, I'm just going to take all of my little elements out and put them to the side. Now, we are working with a C6 card base, which is my favourite. I also have a Secret Sea matte layer. Now this measures, where is my ruler? Let me just measure it on my trimmer. So this measures 3 3/4 by 5.5. And then we've got the 3D brick embossed panel that I cut down. This is 3 5/8 by 5 3/8. Okay, so we're going to layer all of those together. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm thinking that blue is currently top of my most favourite colours at the minute. I think it's because I absolutely love this Secret Sea shade. I think it's just gorgeous. Right, so let's stick this on. Now I may need to use another glue because this one's nearly finished. Now I do have full packs of the in colour cardstock sitting in my shopping basket for when I put my order through. Right, so there's the panel 1 on. I'm going to attach the embossed panel now. And you could do it either the debossed way or the embossed way, whatever your little heart desires. So this is a slightly smaller border going around there, just so that it kind of pops out more on the card. Right, now really easy and simple. Here is some of the gorgeous, so they're 2-stage stamping. So you would do the outline and then the infill. So there's the larger flower. Here's the daisy, which I'll actually stamp twice, using the inlay one. Here's the smaller one here. And then there's a couple of little leaves as well, which I did use both parts of that stamp. I also stamped this stem here, and I just fussy cut that out because I thought I'm going to put that on the card as well. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this little stem on first. I'm just going to put that flush down on the card, round about there. I'm going to pop this bigger flower. Look how gorgeous that is, even by itself. I'm going to pop that in with dimensionals, which I have to hand. Oops. Now, I think 2 is plenty. These are really sticky, and once they're stuck down, they're not going anywhere. Right, okay. So let's just pop that on there. Now, what you can do is, I think if I leave these ones out actually, let me have a little play around first. Like I say, I've not practiced this. Maybe I could put, I think it looks quite nice just with the one flower on there. What do you think? That's actually moved slightly. I need to stick that down better. Let's see, I could put the little leaves there. Oops, sticky fingers. And then I've used the thank you sentiment from the same set, and I've just stamped it on a little excess piece that cut off from the embossed section. That could go there. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Right, now I am going to use a dimensional for this one. Oops, make sure you put it on so it's not overlapping anywhere. I'm going to pop that there. The other leaf I'll put flush on the bottom. Now you can give these some 3D effect if you like. So you can kind of manipulate it to the right shape that you want. There we go, that looks pretty. So I'll just put a blob of glue there, and I will need to hold it for a wee second, just till that takes. Let me move it down a bit actually, there we go, that's better. Love it, I love it. Nice. Isn't that adorable? Right, let's layer up the little sentiment section. You can see I've tried it on both sides and it stamps perfectly well. So this has just been cut down to suit the size of the sentiment. There's no set measurements. Whatever sentiment you choose, that's what you will cut it down to. So let's pop this on. 2 little dimensionals. I'm feeling all clogged up again. These respiratory issues I've got going, it's really annoying me. Right, we're just going to pop that in the bottom left corner there. I've got 3 of my trusted little basic rhinestone jewels here. So let me get my take your pick tool. And I'm going to pop 2 here and then 1 there. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? What a stunning little thank you card. So we're showing off our stamping, our embellishments, our embossing, our matte layers, the gorgeous colours that we currently have on offer just now. So there is card number 1. So I'll put that to the side here. Card 2 is a little bit easier. So what I have again is, this is going to be a clean and simple type card. What I have is a C6 card. We've got, I've got a little bit of ink on that. Maybe I should do a card this way. Yeah, let's change it up. We've got a stitch circle die element here that I just used my retired stitch circles die set for this. There's actually newer shape dies in the current annual catalogue that I'm going to order just to kind of upgrade my dies in line with the catalogue. So I need to get those ordered as well. Oops. Okay. Right. Let's pop this down here. Now again, I've not practiced this, I'm just going with the flow. Now I've used the I Appreciate You stamp from the stamp set, and all I done for the border was dip it inside onto the directly onto the Secret Sea stamp pad on the inside. So that's a nice little quick way to get a border. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to add all these little elements on the card here. So this one is going to be flush. This one, oops, give it a second till it holds, guys. So you know what I'm like, sometimes I go too fast. This one, I'm just going to pop here. In fact, I'll move it over slightly because I don't want it coming across the edge of the card. Right, let's pop it another little dimensional under there to give that a bit more stability. There we go. This one here I'm going to put flush. Just a tiny little bit glue. Give it a wee second till it sticks. It's starting to look nice. Right, let's see, where will we position this? I think I will position that right about in there. Let me see how it looks. Or you could have it down here. Or you could have it like this. That's a nice style, but I will stick to what I agreed. I'm going to put that, I'm going to actually stick that there. So what I need is a little bit of foam for under this bit. And then the rest we can stick down with white glue. I can hear the birds chirping outside. I absolutely love the sound of birds. Right, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue here. I'm going to tuck this in ever so slightly. Okay, make sure it's as straight as you can get it. There we go. Very simple. And again, we have some basic rhinestone jewels. I've gone for the large size, the medium, and then we've got the smaller size because usually our rhinestone jewels and these types of embellishments come in 3 sizes. Okay, we need to decide if we want some of the leaves popped anywhere. Sometimes adding the leaves in can maybe make it too much. So we shall see. No, I will add that in actually. Just going to add that in there. And again, once it's stuck, you can give it a little shape to it. Let me move that round slightly. You get a little mini sickle before it actually sets. And I think I'll put the other one. I'll put the other one in there. Yep, perfect. I'll just lift that up, pop it in, manoeuvre it a little bit. There we go. That is where I want that situated. Perfect, perfect. So imagine gifting a little card to this, a little thank you or appreciation card to your friend. Look how beautiful that is. So all you need to do is a little bit of stamping and fussy cutting, or you use the coordinating dies that's in the set, which you can see here. So all the flowers, and there's some extra little elements as well. There's lovely frame dies here too, and longer leaf sections, etc. So there's a great embossing folder here as well with it for the full suite. But like I say, you can order any element from the suite or buy the whole suite as a whole. I opted just for the stamp set and the papers because I had other stuff I had to order at the time. So that was my way of getting a little bit of everything. So thank you folks for coming on today. Again, there is our little clean and simple blue themed thank you cards. And thank you for taking your time to watch today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.